Hello everybody and welcome to day 4 of the Trailblazer Reloaded League. In the last video, we got a fire cape, I made an onyx amulet that I can't enchant yet, and I actually managed to pull ranger boots on my 5th medium clue. And in this video, we will be going to the Karen catacombs, doing some bursting, getting the magic level to enchant my fury, and then moving on to something that I haven't decided yet. The last task I did last video that managed to get me to the point where I could unlock the next area was just to go and do one Temperos kill, but I never actually looted the reward points, so I'm just going to loot these 5, never know what we might get. Like some soaked pages, perhaps? Alright, cool. Before we jump into things, I still have to edit yesterday's video, so I'm just going to AFK chop some willows. There's a task to burn a certain number of willow logs, and I need fire making experience, because it's actually my lowest skill. So yeah, just going to AFK here and edit the last video. I'm going to need a lot of money for runes and other things, so I'm just going to go back to the infinite money glitch for a bit here, and I left myself a little bit of a cash stack so that I could rebuild off of it by doing this. My finger hurts from clicking, but I kind of need to do it because I'm poor, so... Alright, so here we are. We've made it to Karen for the first time. I got an XP lamp from Veos. Sure, Hunter, thank you. Yeah, cool, let's do it. I got about 3.6 mil, and I forget where I'm going. First thing I gotta do is get 20% favor with Piscarilius, so I'm gonna do that real quick. With the minigame bonus boosting it, it should take like no time. Okay, so 20% isn't quite enough for this guy to have stock yet, but the reason I'm getting favor here is that I can buy raw sharks from this guy, but I need more favor apparently, so be right back. I'm actually going to be getting 75%. Apparently he stocks more of them, and therefore the price goes down, and then I would have to go and get more money less often, so I might as well just do it. Okay, that actually took me like 4 minutes, and it was a task. Perfect. So now when I trade Frankie here, he should have 25 sharks in stock. That is perfect. I'm going to buy a lot of these. So I may have went a little bit overboard, but for good reason. And just like that, I got 99 cooking. I didn't know how many I burned, so I guess I did go a bit overboard. But there it is, 99 cooking, done. That took like 16 minutes, and I got 2 elite tasks, one for my first level 95 and one for my first level 99, so definitely worth it. Alright, went and bought the cooking cape so I didn't burn any more sharks, and then cooked the rest of them. I've got over 5,000 sharks now, which is very nice. Next up, I need to do some Slayer. So, like I said, I want to go bursting in the catacombs for some magic levels, and I'd like to burst something that... Ooh, a task. I'd like to burst something that's, like, burstable. So I was going to do some Dust Devils, but then it turns out Dust Devils need 65 Slayer. So here we are, going to get 65 Slayer and then go and do that. Okay, well, I got 7 hard clues and 6 elites to do now. That's pretty sick. But that'll have to wait for a while. I am going bursting. And the last thing I'm going to do before I start bursting, there is this altar in the Forthos dungeon that gives you boosted prayer experience for your bones, but you have to like activate it with a bunch of dragon bones first. So I saved 100 baby dragon bones to do that, and then I'm going to use my actual dragon bones on the altar and hopefully get a few prayer levels. Man, even though I don't have a mage relic, the XP here is still so good. I wanted to burst on the Dust Devils for a few reasons. One, if I can get Black D'hide Vambraces, I can complete the equip full Black D'hide task. 2, if I can get a Dust Battle Staff, that's worth like 160 points or something. And 3, if I can get a Dragon Chain Body, that's worth like 200 points to me. So either way, I'm still just going to be bursting for magic experience as my main goal. And there's lots of alchemals I'm getting, so it's probably paying back all the money that I'm spending on runes. And it's good magic XP, and yeah. Actually, I just realized that I have Black D'hide from that last Black Dragon task, so I can just make my own Vambraces, so scratch that off the list of reasons to be here, but the other 2 are still valid. Well, this took a little bit longer than I would have liked, but there is 84 magic. I know it only took like, it took like a couple hours, which in leagues feels like an eternity. Obviously, you want to be doing stuff very quickly, but 84 magic is enough. I can go and buy a Wizard Mind Bomb and boost and enchant my Fury, finally. One nice thing about getting my magic levels up there is there's a bunch of tasks to just cast spells. So there is 80 points for casting Ice Blitz, and I believe there is 40 points for casting Ice Rush. So yeah, free points, very nice. And then with this Wizard Mind Bomb, I can enchant my amulet. Oh, it looks so good. I've been using an amulet of accuracy this whole time. This is the first time that I've actually, like, felt good about the gear setup. Everything I have is, like, pretty good. I mean, the U shield looks kind of funky, but other than that, I mean, I'm ready to go. I didn't want to plant my herb seeds until at a higher farming level so I could increase the yield from them. And my friend had the idea to try out Tithe Farm, so I went and got 100% favor, and Farmer's Fortune totally works here. So I'm just going to get a really high farming level and then go and plant all my herb seeds and then make potions. Also, there's a bunch of tasks for planting all of the seeds and buying a bunch of the rewards, so not only am I getting farming XP, but I'm going to be getting a bunch of points. I think the store might be capped, because I did the first 2 rounds of lower seeds, and it's at exactly 1,000. So I'm just going to buy the full outfit now, and I'm going to buy Auto Weed, and I'm going to buy the herb sack and the seed box. I believe the seed box is a task, and equipping this full set is a task. Very nice. Okay, so I may have been a bit overboard here, but there's 99 farming. It took me like less than an hour, 200 points, and I got... Oh, I need to put these 2 away. I got so many herbs from this. So now I can buy myself a farming skill cape, which, although the teleport isn't very useful because I have my fairy mushroom that teleports me to the farming guild anyway, the cape just increases the yield of all the things that I plant, which means that my herb seeds are going to go farther when it comes to getting herbs. So that is very nice. I made sure to only deposit the fruits in batches of 1,000 points, and I spent all my points on herb boxes, and honestly, this isn't as many as I was expecting, but 134 Renar weeds, this is a dream. Now, I just need to find a way to get snapegrass seeds. Now I can go ahead and finally plant all my herb seeds now that I know I'm not going to be wasting any yield, although it does seem less relevant considering how many herbs I just got. Still feels good. So I really need seeds right now, both snapegrass specifically and like all seeds for my farming contracts. So Pest Control has these seed packs that you can buy for 15 points each. I don't know how good these are going to be. I mean, that seemed pretty bad. That's not snapegrass. I don't know if that's going to be worth it. I need seeds, man. The obvious choice would just be go and train my thieving and then pickpocket master farmers, and now that I'm 99 farming, I'll get more higher tier herb seeds, but I'm not a trickster, man. Master farmers are so annoying. Okay, I just said heck it, I'm just gonna pick up snapegrass. Banker's Note makes it super easy, it doesn't really matter. I just want prayer pots so I can go and do cool things. I feel like every time I want to do something on Leagues, there's like 4 other things I need to do first. I want to go to Ziliana to try and get an Armadillo crossbow, but I want range potions. I guess I don't need them. But to get range potions, I need Wines of Zamorak. To get Wines of Zamorak, I need to farm Zamorak wines. To be able to farm the Zamorak wines, I need a Zamorak item to talk to the lady so she'll let me buy the evil grape seeds. And to get a Zamorak item, I'm trying to kill fire giants to get a rune scimitar to put my Zamorak ornament kit on it to then go and talk to the lady, and then I also get league points for wearing an item with an ornament kit. So I'm killing fire giants to try and get range potions. I don't know if this makes any sense, but I feel like this always happens to me in Leagues where I just get super distracted by like 10 different things just to get to my final goal. Fortunately, to get my Wines of Zamorak, I can just go back to Tithe Farm for like 20 seconds and get 100 more points and go and buy a bunch of the seeds and the blessings, and then go and instantly farm the wines as well. So this is very convenient for me. Alright, so now I should just be able to plant a seed, and then it should instantly grow, and then I check health and pick. Oh, it's so beautiful. I didn't know how the blessing to grape seed ratio would work with the Farmer's Fortune perk and everything, but clearly I didn't get enough blessings, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna have way more than enough Zamorak grapes, so this is great. Oh, look at that. 20 range pots is apparently a task, and I have range pots now. Let's go. My objective for the end of this video is to get into God Wars Dungeon and start killing bosses, and to do that, I need a couple things, and first of all, I need agility levels, so I'm doing Wintertodd. And I know that makes no sense right now, but I'll explain in a sec. If you were paying attention, you might have noticed in the top left corner here, although it's a little bit obstructed, my objective is to complete Beneath Cursed Sands. Beneath Cursed Sands gives a bunch of agility experience, as well as if I do one TOA in any mode, even entry mode, I get a combat experience lamp that's going to give me a bunch of experience. For now, I'm just getting the fire make. Ooh, burnt pages, nice. I just got the fire making level to do the quest. Now I need the agility level. Yet again, I'm being distracted, but it's all part of the master plan. I would like to complete Beneath Cursed Sands. It gives a bunch of agility experience, as well as gives me access to TOA, where I can get a big combat XP lamp. But in order to do that, I need to do Contact, and to do that, I need to do Prince Alley Rescue, which is what I'm doing right now. I also need a few more agility levels before I can do it all, and then after all of that, we can finally head over to God Wars Dungeon. This is going to be Prince Alley Rescue done, which is obviously what I need to do for the other quests, but there's also a bunch of tasks that need that, so I'll do those later, but we can move on from there. And that is Contact done, which gives me a combat XP lamp that I'm going to put in defense, and in defense, which got me to level 58, which is insane. I was like level 43 before, but now I need to get 2 more defense levels before I can put the lamp on from TOA there, so that's pretty nice. So I need 62 agility in order to do Beneath Cursed Sands, and I realized that I'm actually able to do the Lumberjan Drainer Hard Diary, which I can do instantly because of Farmer's Fortune, so thank you very much. And that should be a task too, 80 points. And then I can just put the lamp on agility, and I'm hoping that gets me to 62. 64, perfect. And here it is, Beneath Cursed Sands has been done, 600,000 agility experience. That is beautiful. So now me and my friend are going to send one single TOA. We're going to try a 150. Neither of us have ever really raided before, so we're just going to send it and hope for the best. But yeah, hopefully we can complete this. We're doing a 150 so that we at least get a chance at one of the items, and then we get the combat XP lamp for doing it. So cool. So we tried a raid with just ourselves, but it turns out having 2 ranged main relic people was not very effective on a raid that needs all 3 combat styles. And then we made a friend in the lobby, so now we have a 3rd person. Well, we managed to do it in under the time too, that was nice. Sad. My mic was muted. Obviously it would have been cool to get a purple there, but that wasn't really the intention. The intention was just to get this XP lamp to put on defense, where I went from 60 to 71, which is very nice. It's going to be super useful for God Wars Dungeon, although I am realizing how bad my melees are now, and doing that raid really made me realize I'm still going to need to use them, so maybe I'll go and hit some crabs at some point. I'd really wanted to end the video with an Armadillo crossbow in my inventory, but those raids ended up taking a little bit longer than I had expected. But I would like to do at least some God Wars Dungeon, so I'm just going to eat dinner, and then we'll go and try and kill a boss or 2. Alright, there's 60 attack. Honestly, I just got so embarrassed at that raid with a Rune Scimitar that I needed to be able to use at least something dragon. I don't actually think I have anything, so I'll have to go and buy a D-Long or something, but yeah, that's nice. Now, unfortunately, my recorder corrupted the files, so I don't have the footage of this, but I did Heroes Quest. I got a bunch of experience from that. One of my friends wanted to do it, and I said I would help him, and then I decided that before I wrapped up the video, I wanted to go and do some Commander Ziliana, just because, you know, that's what I plan on doing next. Even though it's getting late, I wanted to include a little bit in the video, and I actually managed to get a Sarah Sword on my 3rd kill, as you can see in the chat. I don't have the clip, unfortunately, but I'm going to do a few more kills, and then we will wrap up the video. Okay. But I think that's where I'm going to wrap up the video. I mean, I got a Sarah Sword and a Saradomin's Light on 8KC, which is pretty cool. All I'm really after is the ACB. A Sarah Hilt would be kind of cool, but I just want that crossbow. So in the next episode, probably just going to be farming for that until we get it, and then maybe doing some other God Wars dungeon like Arma, or maybe going back to TOA. Haven't quite decided yet. And then at some point, we'll need to actually farm the rest of these tasks to get our next relic. But I'm not too concerned about that right now. The next relic I'm going to be taking is the Weapon Master for the spec thing, but I don't really have a spec weapon until I get the armor crossbow anyway, so that is priority number 1 for me for sure. But that's enough talking from me. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave it a like, as that's the best way to help it with the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you guys tomorrow. And a big thank you to all of my channel members, but a special thank you to my Tier 3 Big Spoon channel members, Alchemist BTW, Jack Staumer, Zach Martin, Luxitaire, Tony Adkins, and Dolph. Thank you guys, and thank you everyone on screen here for the support.